We live in an age where we are constantly connected, yet we have never been more disconnected from truth. So imagine waking up every day, opening your phone, and being fed to a reality that was tailor-made to make you angry, scared, or proud. But not necessarily that we are informed because of that. So we are awake because we see everything. But the truth is, we're often bulag sa katotohanan, ngunit mulat sa kasinungalingan. So, hello, I am Jullian Rey G. Torralba. I'm from grade 11 discipline, and I am from the University of Science of Technology of Southern Philippines. So, journalist Cara David once said that fake news is a misnomer. Why? Because if it is news, it should be true. But when a news is fake, then therefore it is not a news in the first place. So by calling it fake news, we give too much credit. What we are actually facing right now is information disorder, a sickness in our digital ecosystem. So next slide. So our mission today is by the end of the session, we'll move from being spectators to being context detectives. So first is we will define the three distinct types of fake news. Next is we will demonstrate on how to use verification techniques that journalists use. Next is we will analyze the anatomy of how a lie is built and why it spreads so fast. And lastly, we need to verify claims by cross-referencing with official documents. So because we know our objectives is we need to differentiate the three types of fake news. So the first one is the disinformation. So when we say disinformation is a false information with bad intention. As easy as a definition, it me it really means na false information jud na bitaw. There's no there is harm na i-give jud by that information or content. Next is misinformation. So when we say misinformation is a false information but with no bad intention. So as comparison lang kaganina no na this information na has 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 that bad intention, but misinformation has no bad intention, but they are both false information. And lastly, malinformation. So when we say malinformation, is a true information but with bad intention. So it is similar with disinformation, but the difference is this information is a false information while malinformation is a true information. So that's why we will go first to disinformation. So as you can see here in this post na, there will be energy lockdown in the Philippines. So as stated in the bottom text na, mga paghanda sa nalalapit na energy lockdown, sorry. So in his caption no na he stated the 5 ways on how to prepare for the energy lockdown. So as you can see here na mag-imbak daw ng sapat na tubig, maganda for alternative power supplies, siguraduhin may emergency kit, oh, and i-secure daw ang mga mahalagang devices and lastly na to make daw personal family emergency plan. To evaluate to see on how to see it to evaluate it is to we need to see in just the surface level lang ha? So we see on what so we will evaluate on what we see first. So first, by the visual, in the bottom text is it used a sensationalist language. So basically, a sensationalist language is the use of exaggerated or emotional or shy vocabulary in news reporting or in media where it prioritizes the emotional impact over factual accuracy. Yes. So as you can see here, no? na as I said earlier na it uses na exaggerated. So as you can see here na maghahanda sa nalalapit na an emergent energy lockdown with exclamation part pa yan. So yan. So it really gives na kanang the audience or the readers or the citizens like us na kanang alarm bitaw kay ta because it uses sensationalist language. And the most obvious here at all is the AI generated photo. So as you can see there, no, in the back part of the photo in the text, which is you can see the energy lockdown with the padlock and the energy lockdown, something railing. It's seen it is really an AI generated photo. So as we can observe from the AI generated photo, it uses something bitaw na yellow hues or orangey bitaw. And also it is over detailed, but the details are something like not accurate. So now, now we've seen the surface level is that we need to see on who posted it. So this, the one posted is from Topfix. So actually, Topfix has 142K followers as of May 15, 2025. So yes, he or she have big followers, but so does it mean na trusted ba siya? So that's why we need to look on what kind of contents na they produce. So as you can see here, no, na most of here are satire and also it has something bitaw na fabricated content. So as you can see here, na kanang an ice cream that is hollow with mixed with paracetamol and also a satire post here na a cat daw na has mustache and earlobes. Char. Yeah, so it is mostly fabricated content and content such, but also they have also like real such as 365 over 365 days, which is New Year, and so on and so forth. So additionally, now there is an similar post na energy lockdown. So this is the post that I've seen from the reverse image that I've used from the Google Lens. So the I think the one na kana bitang persuaded or something bitaw na to make that post is to because of this post of this energy lockdown need that made from the energy sector Philippines, which is the energy lockdown. And that is starting from April 2026. So at that first glance pa lang, no, na kanang, "Hala, May 5 naman ron, ay May 15 naman ron." So the energy lockdown ba from April 20 to May, 'di ba wala? So we need to find the metadata analysis. So next is to nakanabitang same as earlier, no, na to inform your family and friends by sharing this post. So basically, it's also using a sensational language na kanabitang that it prioritize na kanabitang the emotional impact over the factuality of the news. So nakanabitang this post is kanabitang what kind of word is that? Oh my God, kanabitang murag siya ang nag-influence. Yes, that this post influenced that post. But that's why now we need to fact check whether the Department of Energy or the energy sector of the Philippines really posted it. But according to the Department of Energy Philippines on their Facebook post, now there is no energy lockdown. So now it is kind of bit confirmed that there is no energy lockdown. So moreover, according to the palace, specifically Palace Press Officer Claire Castro, on what she said from the journalist from Viber na the energy lockdown claim is just fake news. So plus furthermore na But I checked this type of claim from the very files. So as you can see here now, what was claimed is the department or DOE is having an energy lockdown. But by this fact check, no, by the very file, which is a very known fact checker, which is you should check their website. No, it is very good fake news like on how they fact check it. And as I scrolled there earlier, no, sorry, chika lang, scroll earlier na hala, I'm gonna be talk. I've known some na gonna be talk new information na I've seen bitaw sa Facebook lang pero sa tinuod fake news sa ay. So, back to the again na on April 6 daw na on April 6, the Energy Department dismissed the claim and clarified that they did not release such an announcement. So as I said earlier na, the Malacanang debunked the social media post as early as April 3. So yeah. And next is the misinformation. So misinformation, as I said earlier, no, sorry. As I said earlier, no, so when we say misinformation, it is nakanabilang false information but with no bad intention. So as you can see here, no, this is a post from the our Senator Robin Padilla. I will read no na nakalabitaw ang Facebook Meta daw is a public entity. So that's why now we need to post this type of text na every member must post nothing like this na I hereby declare that I do not give permission for Facebook or Meta to use any of my personal data. So that's why na we need to copy down and post it to ourselves, to our feed. But again, we need to first evaluate in just the surface level. So first is that we need to read the text. So as you can see here, the one highlighted it na if you do not publish a statement at least once, it will technically understood that you're allowing the use of photos as information contained in your profile status updates. So basically, it uses the false sense of urgency and also really connected to the sensational language use of sensational language where it prioritizes the kind of emotional impact na if dili na to ni siya i-post, something will happen to our privacy. So it really has that false sense of urgency na hala as pagkikita for example, sa pagkita nako ay na-post, mag-ano jud ko, I will copy this and that, and post it just to inform the other people. And next is, it uses the pseudolaw. So when we say pseudolaw, it refers to something na words or phrases na that is used from legal papers, from means let's say nakalabitaw we hear often from legal or something like that. So as you can see here, no, it uses pseudo law, which is the word na I hereby declare. Diba? Ay, wow, I hereby declare. So basically, when we often hear I hereby declare, it's mostly heard from kanang bitaw mga very high standard or kanang bitaw we hear often from the Supreme Courts, from courts, and so on and so forth. So just because na he uses something na kanang bitong words such as I hereby declare, doesn't mean na good jud siya. Yeah. And lastly, the most obvious one is this phrase or this last paragraph na you need to copy and paste it to post it online. So this is a great example of copy pasta. So what it means of copy pasta is kind of bito. It is just a word na copy and paste. So I really want to insert this analogy no na to the viewers here na mostly from 2008 or from 2000s or kana bitaw if dili nimo ni siya i-share kay mahimo kang hotdog if kana bitaw something like that kana bitaw you're just sharing that those information just to have more people to believe in. And surprisingly, I said na there will be people na will fall for this kind of information. So So that's why now we need to dig deeper, Jude. So first is the claim. Sorry, the claim. So the claim is the Facebook Meta is now a public entity. So according to the verifiers, I sorry, yeah, according to the Snopes, sorry, Snopes dito. Snopes na this phrase is the one clue that post featured an old rumor. So Facebook held its initial public offering or IPO at the stock market in 2012. So besides of that na in this I'll say that in this phrase na I do not give my permission of Facebook or Meta to use of any of my personal data. So but really by in the first place pa lang na on how do you create your Facebook account, you have agreed on the terms and services na you allow yourself to give your data to Facebook. So additionally, you can really adjust the privacy policy that you can see on your Facebook, like Facebook right now, here, and go to settings and go to privacy policy. So you can really change it here. But if you don't want Facebook to have that information, I think it is more suggested na you should deactivate your account. Yeah. So according to this fact check by Rappler na posting the statement on Facebook profile does not affect the user's privacy preferences, which can be changed through profile account settings on Facebook Privacy Center. So as I said earlier, no, that it can be changed through in the settings and search the Privacy Center. So moreover, now there is Yahoo text, which is very um yeah, nakanabitong na they have this article na rumors about posting a notice on your Facebook account will stop platform from using photos. And here's the truth. So as you can see here, no, they have partnered with Snopes. So Snopes is like the same as Verifiles na they can fact check some news and post it in their website on so they can inform others. So by the result of Snopes, it is confirmed that it is false. So in kwan pa lang 'no, so sa ilang article pa lang 'no, na they have previously fact-checked this type of claim in 2012. So similarly with the news na they have also seen na circulated that kind of post in 2012. So these two news and other multiple sources said na they have seen those type of posts online since 2012. So that's why na we need to look to the to the 2012 post and let's compare it to the Robbins Padilla 2026 post. So as you can see here na I've highlighted the green part as the I part na I've been color coded it na kana bitong the same narratives on each. So in green highlighter na nakanabitang the narrative here or the similar phrase here na I hereby declare na they don't give their permission to Facebook and so on and so forth. And lastly, in the yellow highlighted part na it is really just the same narrative but it is little the wording just tweak lang bitaw na Facebook is now a public entity, same as the other post. And let's focus on the blue part. And the blue part said nakanabitang to copy and paste this version. So basically, it's just a simplified version of copy pasta, as I said earlier. And lastly, just the same na just tweak little wording na about na if you don't publish this kind of statement, this kind of text na you're allowing or technically you understood or you're allowing yourself to get Facebook your information and so on and so forth. But then, ironically, the one posted is Robin Padilla, which is the chairperson of public information of mass media, right? The one who posted is the one who is the chairperson of the public information of mass media. So it really creates the irony here. No, grabe. Is this what our senators are doing right now? Yeah. So let's move forward. So, to malinformation. So as you can see here from NDGG, so it's a page na 255 votes, Sara Duterte is officially impeached. She will not be the president. So, so in case the word here is the word impeach. So actually it is true that she was impeached. So according to this Inquirer post na the House of Representatives voted na 2,200, 257 voted for yes, while 25 voted for no, and 9 abstained. So in the Philippines, so as because of that na I've checked the verifiers again to check if whether it's true or false. So because of that, the website or the verifier said na it needs context. So particularly, yes, she is na impeach siya, pero according to the article 1987 Constitution, Article 6, Accountability of Public Officers, Section 3 of 6, na the Senate shall have the sole power to try to and decide all cases of impeachment. So basically, na kanang bitang pag-vote pa lang sa House is kanang lang bitang just the first step. So it doesn't mean na remove jud siya sa office. So so why it becomes malinformation, as I said earlier na the post na kanang Sara Duterte is official impeached. So it really removes the context of what is happening. So the post also wait, I'll go back now. So the post here na she will not be the president. So sorry. So it basically means na it doesn't mean na she's automatically disqualified from the 2028 presidential race. Because according to this article I found in Rappler now, however, impeachment, however, does not bar Duterte from running for the presidency in 2026. So it uses the factual event, which is the House vote, but it pushes a false result, which decide to confuse the voters and create a false sense that her political career is now over. So that's why that's all. That is the misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. So we spent time dissecting the anatomy of a lie. So we've seen how information is not just shared, but also to manipulate our emotions. So how information is not shared but weaponized. So how it's twisted, fabricated, and stripped. But understanding the disorder is only the half battle. Because the real fight begins when you X that when you click that X. That's why na I say to you this now in my next slide na huwag maging bulag sa katotohanan. The truth is na the truth isn't loud. Often it's quiet, buried under layers of viral clips, sensational headlines, and so on and so forth. But often na you'll learn how to spot the three types of fake news. You cannot unsee them na. So that's why na mulat na tayo. Huwag nang bumalik sa dilim. We have the tools such as very fast, reverse image. We have the context. We have the responsibility to protect truth, not just for ourselves, but for the community that relies on us. So in a world that profits are from our confusion, clarity is kanabitang act of rebellion. So information disorder thrives only if we allow it. So as you click that X, right? If you as you gonna you go back to the YouTube, and pick your phones and just scroll and doom scroll on TikTok, I leave you with this one final question. Ngayong alam mo na kung paano ka binubulag, pipiliin mo ba rin bang maging bulag? Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, good night. And don't forget to click that subscribe channel and see you on to the next episode. Bye, everyone, and see you.